How's it going, everyone? It is your Dragonic Tanker, Omen Enraged, bringing you a brand new video. And before we get into anything, I'd just like to say, you've not seen me for a while. Yes, I know. I've been very run down. And also, last month I had to deal with a serious injury to my area in my upper back. So I've been out for quite a while. But I'm back now to make more content, and today what we have for you is a new assembly shop tier 10. Now you probably know about these. This has been going on for quite some time now. So like with, for example, the Object 780, the Lion, the Panzer 7E, and now the Object 452K, which apparently it's going to be available to get tomorrow. So you know how the assembly shop works, where you gather in multiple resources to get the tank, or just one, or whatever you want to choose, like free XP, gold, credits, blueprint fragments, etc, etc. So we're gonna get stuck into the video about the new tank. So let's have a watch together.
All designers and engineers encounter situations when old solutions just won't cut it. So what's the answer? Experiment. Surely a tank can't be both compact and well protected. Or can it? If you combine a good layout with the maximum possible armor slopes, you get the Object 452K, an experimental project somewhere in between an assault tank and a heavy breakthrough tank. It has an interesting look and a brutal 3D style, complete with serial number. The Object looks like it was designed for speed tests. That's right, it's one of the lowest, most streamlined Tier 10 tanks. That means it's hard to hit.
The heck? Heaven looks like a supercar
to take your eyes off. If this supercar had doors, they'd definitely open upward. Another distinguishing feature is its armor slope angles. They're so sharp, you could use them to cut an FV4005 into 2.5 FV2002s. The slopes help deflect enemy shells and dominate on uneven terrain.
Right, before we get any further, I'd just like to say, there were no shitbound sound in this video. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Alright. So, judging by the frontal armor of this new heavy, so it looks pretty reasonable, I guess. I mean, the little plate, it's pretty easy to pen. The frontal plate part of it depends how much pen you have, I guess, but you may need gold for that, to be fairly honest with you. Even if it's at an angle, you might still pen it a little, but if it's at an angle, you're going to bounce off this. So, do keep this in mind. And of course, the top where it's red, completely impenetrable. By the looks of things. Unless you've got more than 350mm of pen. Alright, as we were.
Terrain. But only if used correctly. The armor requires a special approach, because the front hull is easily penetrated if you're right in front of an enemy. But if you hide the lower glacis plate and tilt up the upper hull on some terrain, then the object will become a fortress.
Oh, bloody hell.
You can
oh, bloody hell. You know why I paused it now? What is the one thing that most players in modern tanks cannot stand? Hold on. Trust me, this kind of meta gets boring very quickly. That I can tell you from experience. So yeah, that's going to be really irritating. If you see this new heavy in that situation, what is the one sensible thing you're going to do? You're probably not going to fight it. when it's like that, because it's just you can't do anything to it. Is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that is quite annoying. Let's see how else it will play.
Try to bait enemies for shots at a sharp angle, like in the Panzer 7.
Yeah,
or
I don't
the
mind
AMX
that.
M4, or you can side scrape. Doing so will make the slanted parts weak spots, but they're small and have pretty effective armor. And the turret. It's a monolith. It's a titan that holds up the sky. It's reinforced concrete. It can't be penetrated anywhere except for...
Wow, bloody hell. Well, good luck fighting this thing. That's all I'm gonna say. Has got a weak spot though. This cupola here. But oh man, this. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of unhappy tier 10 players, I can tell you that now.
For a small hatch you can hide just by lifting the hull a little.
Looks good though.
The gun depression angles won't always allow you to shoot when in a position like that. You'll probably have to expose your entire hull on the hill on Westfield, for example. So pick your position carefully.
Oh yeah, don't do that, mate.
But still, thinking is the key to survival in the 4.52K. Its gun being located at the very top also makes playing on terrain that little bit more comfortable. Above it is only sky, and the antenna, and the machine gun. At 7 degrees of depression, the gun is ready to cause damage.
Alright, so... It's 560 Alpha gun. Obviously, reasonable pen at that high level. Average per minute, 2,400. So quite a lengthy reload time. Aim times 2.5 is pretty reasonable. 0.38 is also reasonable, I guess. Can't have everything absolutely insanely good on a tank, right? It's got to have strengths and weaknesses on all. Gun depression, 7 degrees pointing down, 20 upwards. Interesting.
560 HP of damage per shot, to be precise. On top of this, the tank also has decent damage per minute, reasonable penetration with both shell types, acceptable aiming time, and good stabilization. All in all, it's well equipped to do damage. It also lets you use turbocharger instead of stabilizer, but that's up to you. The Object 452K is one of the most mobile assault heavy tanks.
40 kilometers.
It accelerates well and is pretty nimble both going forward and in reverse. Turbocharger will make it feel even better. But it's not a necessity. You can focus on firepower and survivability instead. The tank's modules will thank you for improved configuration or Survival Improvement Suite T3, for example. You set up the Object 452K in a range of different ways because it combines dynamics, armor for positional play, and impressive damage. It's an unusual vehicle full of contrasts that'll leave a lasting impression, and that you should definitely fight for in the new assembly shop. The event rules are the same as before. Assemble the tank using different resources and define what and how much you want to spend using a special widget on the website. When the event starts, don't delay. Only the first half of the lucky ones will get the vehicle with its trademark 3D style. Good luck in your race for the best number.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Using different resources and define...
Oh, pause it. So pretty much the same as the last assembly shop, to be honest with you. Same rules, same thing. And we only see this once a year by the looks of things. So do keep this in mind. And overall about the tank. If a good player gets in that thing, I'll tell you, it's going to be a nightmare to kill. But I guess you pretty much gathered that on some tier 10s by now anyway. So I wouldn't even worry about that. But yeah, the hold down, the other thing that's going to be annoying with that thing is the hold down thing behind cover. Unless you're lucky enough to hit that smoker caller. Angling wise, it looks pretty reasonable. Side scraping, pretty reasonable. So I actually personally think overall about the tank, you're probably looking at a decent heavy. Well, probably a range between good and epic, I would guess. I'd be very surprised if this new tank is average or lower than that. I will be very surprised. But my guess is between good and epic, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, everyone's got a different opinion about it once you play the tank. But we'll just see. Tomorrow is when I think the assembly shop's going to be open. So with that said, tomorrow on the stream I'm going to play it. I'm going to see how it is. Get the best setup, equipment wise, and see how it is. Probably going to play a couple of games on it. I'm not going to play too many battles, because the max can be a little bit iffy at the start, so we'll just see how it is. But I'll give it a whirl, see how it is. And yes, do keep that in mind. It's first come, first serve. So if you get it, you get it. Don't leave it too long. If you really want this thing, don't leave it too long. And as far as I'm aware, the 3D style with the numbers, they sell out very fast. Very, very, very fast. You got to have some itchy trigger fingers if you want to get your hands on it. Anyway, chat, that's all for me. So, chat, I think I'm just really streaming. That's it for this video, though. I hope you enjoyed this. And I will see you on the stream tomorrow with the Object 452K. I'll check the times as well. Do check the time as well. Because it may not be Thursday we full on play it, but maybe the following day. Okay. See you all in the next video. Have a good day.